And and after those connectors that we've discussed, adapters and converters, then let's go on to our input devices, output devices, and other type of external, we call it external component. So this is away from our um, casing, okay, which we usually connect outside our um, computer component, outside your motherboard or outside your internal components. Okay, so first we have the input devices, very common. We have the keyboard and mouse. Okay, we have the flatbed scanner. So most of you are, I think, IT, and you know the functionality of all of those input devices. Okay, joystick. Then we have the KVM switch. Okay, what is the KVM switch? A hardware device that can be used to control more than one computer while using a single particular keyboard. So it is also part of an input device. Okay, so single keyboard, single monitor, or single mouse. So this is what we call the KVM switch. Okay, so which is part of your input. Also, some new input devices. Then we do have the touch screen. Okay, the stylus. Okay, the stylus pen used to draw, or if you want to have electronic signature towards to a particular document, so we're using stylus. We also have the magnetic strip reader for um, encoded magnetically in terms of the plastic cards or our credit cards or your debit cards. And we do have the barcode scanner. Okay, then some more new inputs as digital camera, your webcam, signature pad, smart reader, and a microphone are part of your input devices. Okay, so recently input devices which are quite advanced right now, we have the NFC. Okay, near field communication, tap to pay. So usually we're having that one on our cards, debit cards and credit card. We also have facial recognition scanner. Okay, so it will check your faces. And we do have Pringer scanner, or the biometric scanner. Okay, voice recognition also is there already, and the virtual reality, okay, are all input devices. Okay, um, VR is being used in majority of the gaming world. Then we do have the output devices, which are very common, which has the monitor. We do have projector, speakers, headsets, printers, okay, and VR headsets. Okay, virtual reality headsets are there, okay, as part of our output devices. Okay, so in terms of monitors and projectors, most commonly used monitors nowadays are the LED and the OLED, organic LED. Okay, before we're using a liquid crystal display, and the older, much older, with the LCD, we do have the cathode ray tube. Okay, CRT monitors. So those are the early 80s and early 90s that we are using cathode ray tube, but it's no longer here in our curriculum. And projectors, video projectors are between LCD and DLP technology, okay, or digital light processing. Okay, so different projectors have different numbers of lumens. Lumens will identify how the quality in terms of the um, high intensity lights. Okay, so higher lumen, the brighter, okay, output that your projector will be having. Lower lumen means you need more darkness so that your video or your output towards to that one will be much visible. Okay, so that is for the monitor. And then we do have some advanced components as the virtual reality and the augmented reality. Okay, so what's the difference between? So we have the virtual reality uses computer technology to create a simulated three-dimensional environment. So somewhat you are going to um, be feeling inside. Okay, so VR headsets completely encased with the upper portions of the user face and allowing the ambient in terms of light and their particular surroundings. So watch out in NetAcad, they might be releasing virtual reality environment of configuring things. So I've used already a sample of virtual reality simulations wherein you will be having a VR headsets, and then you can configure router switches, or you can assemble a computer, okay, through virtual reality. Augmented reality uses similar technology, but it superimposes images and audio over real world in the real time. Okay, so somewhat it's similar with the virtual reality, but it superimposed the particular image, somewhat the aspect of the reality is there already. Okay, so AR can provide users with immediate access to information about their real surroundings. Okay, so an AR headset usually does not close to ambient light, okay, to users on allowing them to see their real life surroundings. So this is an example of a um, augmented reality. And printers, we do have inject printers, we do have impact printers, okay, and we have the thermal printers. Those being used in the supermarket are thermal printers. And nowadays we have the 3D printer, which can create the actual output in terms of 3D environment, okay, or the real um, um, what you call this, the real output will be created using this what they call 3D printer. Okay, then speakers, headphones are part of the PC component. So we will not going to complete until 1.3 because this one is a computer assembly. Um, we want you to watch the particular video on how to have the computer as disassembly, and on the next particular chapter we will be having the assembly part. Okay, so there you can practice the proper procedure in terms of how you're going to assemble a certain parts of the components of our PC using your virtual desktop. The important part in terms of the computer disassembly and the computer assembly is you must know the proper steps. Okay, which goes first, which next, how you going to properly put the CPU into the motherboard, how you going to put the heatsink, okay, so which comes first, okay, how you going to put the RAM properly towards the motherboard. So we do have that one in terms of the virtual desktop that we are repairing. Okay, so the virtual desktop doesn't have this assembly procedure, but in the computer disassembly we might be demonstrating one particular video, or you can refer to your NetAcad. There is a video there, okay, that refers to the computer disassembly. Okay, so that's all for this particular video. So I hope you enjoy listening, okay, in terms of a very long topic. So that's why, okay, chapter 1 is quite more in terms of theoretical um, familiarization of the different component of our computer system. So thank you very much for listening and have a good day. Thank you.